I have spent the last few hours inside the facility, and the buzz is palpable. The Colts are clearly not satisfied with resting on their laurels, especially when it comes to the point of attack. We are looking at a move that changes the math for the defensive front. This isn't just a depth signing. It is a calculated effort to bring veteran presence into a room that needs a steady hand. Before we dive into the specifics of this addition, if you are as invested in this roster as I am, please consider hitting the subscribe button to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. The Indianapolis Colts have made a significant move to solidify their interior defensive line by officially signing veteran defensive tackle Nnadi. This transaction, confirmed on Friday, March 13th, signals a clear intent from the front office to bolster the defensive trenches with proven, championship-level experience. Nnadi, a name that carries significant weight in league circles, brings a pedigree that is hard to ignore, having secured 3 Super Bowl titles during his time in the NFL. When you look at the landscape of the current AFC, and specifically how the Colts are attempting to build a roster capable of sustaining pressure throughout a grueling 17-game season, this signing makes perfect sense. The organization has been looking for ways to stabilize the interior of the defensive line, a position that requires not just raw strength, but a high level of football intelligence and the ability to hold the point of attack against some of the most physical offensive lines in the National Football League. Nnadi has built his entire professional career on the foundation of being a reliable, sturdy, and highly disciplined player who understands the nuances of gap responsibility. It is rare to find a player in the free agent market who has been a part of a winning culture for as long as he has. He has seen firsthand what it takes to build a defense that can perform when the stakes are at their absolute highest. The Colts, under their current leadership, have prioritized players who demonstrate high character and a professional work ethic, and this acquisition fits that mold perfectly. The arrival of Nnadi provides an immediate infusion of experience that the younger defensive linemen on the roster can learn from during the offseason and training camp. It is about setting a standard. When a player with his resume walks into the locker room, the level of accountability rises. Everyone understands the expectation, and they understand that the path to success in the AFC South starts with being dominant in the trenches. The defensive staff, led by coaches who value versatility, will likely find ways to integrate him into various sub-packages. While the media often focuses on the flashy skill positions, those of us who cover this team daily know that championships are won and lost in the interior. The addition of Nnadi is a response to the need for a veteran anchor who can handle double teams and allow the linebackers to roam freely. It is a strategic procurement of talent that balances the roster composition. As the Colts continue to evaluate their options, this signing stands out as a foundational piece of their defensive strategy, ensuring that they are not just competitive, but capable of controlling the tempo of the game from the very first snap. The fans should be encouraged by the front office's commitment to reinforcing the front seven, as it shows a clear understanding of the physical demands required to compete for the division title and beyond. This is not a move made in haste. It is a calculated investment in the backbone of the defense, and the impact of adding a player of his caliber will be felt as soon as the pads come on and the real work begins.
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights and deep dive analysis like this, subscribe now and turn on notifications. We are committed to bringing you the most accurate reporting directly from the Colts facility every single day. Analyzing the tactical fit of Nnadi within the current Indianapolis defensive scheme reveals why the coaching staff was so eager to secure his services. At his core, Nnadi is a classic run stuffer who thrives in a system that demands discipline from its defensive tackles. His ability to anchor against the run is arguably his most valuable trait. In a division where teams are increasingly looking to establish a physical ground game, having someone who can occupy 2 gaps and prevent linemen from reaching the second level is paramount. From a technical standpoint, his leverage and hand usage are top tier. He has the rare ability to get underneath the pads of interior offensive linemen, effectively locking out his arms and creating a wall that is incredibly difficult for running backs to penetrate. When you look at the Colts' defensive philosophy, they rely heavily on their linebackers being fast and aggressive to the ball. Nnadi essentially acts as the catalyst for this approach. By eating up space and demanding attention from the center and guards, he creates favorable matchups for the edge rushers and allows the linebackers to flow without being hampered by blockers climbing to the next level.
This is a classic symbiotic relationship that defines a successful defense. Furthermore, his experience in championship systems means he understands the communication required during high-tempo, no-huddle situations. He is adept at recognizing blocking schemes, identifying the slide of the protection, and communicating these adjustments to his teammates. This level of on-field processing speed is often overlooked by the casual observer, but for a defensive coordinator, it is priceless. Regarding the financial aspect, the salary cap structure of this deal reflects the Colts' commitment to maintaining flexibility while ensuring they do not sacrifice quality in the trenches. It is a prudent move that avoids long-term cap strain while providing immediate dividends on the field. The contract structure likely includes performance incentives that align his individual success with the team's defensive goals. This is a professional move that respects the current cap situation while simultaneously upgrading the talent level. In terms of a scouting report, Nnadi is not the type of player who is going to put up massive sack numbers, but that is not his role. His impact is measured in stuffs, in tackles for loss, and in the consistency with which he prevents explosive runs. He has a high motor, a relentless work ethic, and a frame that is built to withstand the rigors of a long NFL season. He brings a level of consistency that the Colts have been searching for in their defensive rotation. By adding him to the mix, the team is effectively creating a rotation that keeps everyone fresh. Fresh legs in the fourth quarter are often the difference between a stop on third down and giving up a game-winning drive. With his arrival, the coaching staff now has the luxury of keeping their defensive tackles energized, which should lead to a higher overall efficiency in the final stages of games. The strategic fit is clear, and the technical skill set he brings is exactly what this defensive unit needs to take the next step toward becoming a top-tier group in the AFC.
Looking at the long-term implications of bringing Nnadi into the fold, it is evident that the Colts are operating with a clear sense of urgency regarding their championship window. The team is in a position where they have a strong core of talent, and they are making the incremental, high-impact moves necessary to push them over the top. The addition of a veteran like Nnadi is a signal to the locker room that the front office is fully committed to winning right now. Players notice when the organization invests in proven winners, and it fosters an environment of belief and expectation. The ripple effect of this signing will be felt throughout the entire team. Defensively, it sets the tone. Offensively, it relieves pressure, knowing that the defense is capable of holding the line and giving the offense more possessions. This is the mark of a well-constructed roster, one that balances youth and potential with the stabilizing presence of veterans who have seen it all. The rivalry impact is also worth noting. The AFC South is a physical division, and games are often decided in the trenches. By adding a player with the pedigree of Nnadi, the Colts are sending a message to their divisional rivals that they are prepared to meet them head-on in the battle for line of scrimmage dominance. Fans should be excited about this move because it represents a clear, logical step toward building a more complete championship-caliber team. The emotional impact of seeing a three-time Super Bowl winner join the ranks is significant. It builds confidence and provides a focal point for the defensive identity. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, the question will not be whether the team has the talent, but whether they can execute at a high level consistently. With the addition of Nnadi, the floor for this defense has been raised. He provides insurance against injuries and allows for a more versatile game plan that can be tailored to specific opponents. The Colts are clearly building towards something special, and this signing is a testament to their dedication to the process. It is about creating a culture where every snap matters, where every player is held to the highest standard, and where winning is the only acceptable outcome. The journey to a title is long and arduous, but with veterans who understand the path, the team is better equipped to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. The future looks bright in Indianapolis, and moves like this are the reason why.
This is a pivotal moment for the Colts, and adding someone with the experience of Nnadi really changes the dynamics of our defensive front. I want to know what you think about this move. Do you believe this is the final piece of the puzzle for our defensive line, or should the front office continue to look for more depth in the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I love hearing the perspective of this community. We are building something special here, so keep that energy up as we head into the next phase of the offseason. I will see you on the next report.